Hey folks, Keric here and welcome back to part 29 in this Primal walkthrough on PS2. In the last episode we got our Djinn form. In this episode we're going to use it. Going to show you how much easier frigging combat is. Thankfully. Finally, on the final section, combat becomes a little bit of a joy. Look at the goddamn damage! It is fair to say that these little guys aren't exactly challenging, but you can also press the circle button to switch two blades into this one big blade, which does phenomenal damage. Look at that! There we go, that wasn't painful at all, was it? Have a quick top up and move along. Actually, was there a chest over in that corner? I think there was. Yep. Another lodestone for Scree. This will pick up.
Get that.
Just check the other boxes while we're here. I don't think there's anything in the other boxes, so we'll just move along. The other effect that I like here is the effect that happens when you enter a room. That. I really like that. A few more salamanders in here. Though they do sound exactly like bears. Just kind of weird. Switch over to big sword. Pretty much take them out with one hit. Which is such a refreshing change. Unfortunately it keeps resetting every time I kill one and move out of range of another one. Really, these guys aren't going to give you any kind of a problem whatsoever, even in numbers. The amount of damage you can do is just amazing. We'll have a quick top up, not that we really need it, but may as well. And I have no idea where they appeared from, but we'll take them down. They really do sound like bears. How did I miss you with that sword? It's huge! I look like something out of a Final Fantasy game. And the last two over here. Scree doing the top up automatically, which is cool. Saves me the bother of having to do it. Oh, and you ugly little steamy bugger. I'll just wait until he's finished here and then we'll have a top up. Let him wander around and drain a few. There we go. And once that's done we can open up these double doors. With a little bit of help from old Rocky Boy.
This thing weighs a ton. I might need your help here.
There is one thing you want to watch out for. The amount of oil in this. Which is kind of weird. They obviously use it as a light source or something, but you kind of think that having a shitload of oil in the middle of an active volcano is probably a bad idea. Surely there must be safer ways to light your lamps. Right, world's most annoying fucking puzzle ever coming up. And guess what? We get to go back and use our aquatic form. Yeah, fucking joy. Lodestone in the corner, so grab it before you do anything else. And once that's done, we can go to the pool in the middle. Switch to Undine form. And away we go. Now this area is kind of based around rooms, switches and gates. So the first thing you want to do, swim through the gate and into the first area. This gate's shut, but if you go up there is another area at the top. Probably worth switching back into your human form purely because it's a little bit quicker. And once you do, it's just a case of opening the gate. There we go. Now we're going to switch over to Scree. Jump in. And hopefully it hasn't shut this shit. It has, bollocks. Okay. Obviously move Scree in before you hit the gate. We'll just switch it back so he can make his way through. The thing about the switches in this area which makes it annoying is that not only do they open one gate, they'll also close one. Which can be very frustrating. Anyway, now he's in the water. Grab that lodestone. We'll hopefully not be coming back here, so we really don't want to be leaving anything behind. And then it's safe to open up the gate. There we go. It's more like it. It's also safe to leave that switch now. So switch back into Undine form.
No.
Stop it, you. I mean it. Had enough with your obstreperousness. Don't even know if that's a word obstreperous is, but... Anyway, swim down. And make your way through the gate at the bottom. Hey, Scree. And as you can hear, there's another lodestone off to the right. We'll bring him in just in case that gate drops. Grab a lodestone while we're here. No, not turn to rock. Grab the lodestone. And again, we need to swim up. Only this time things are slightly different. Can pull Scree through, of course. The reason I didn't is if you do, you kind of miss out on those two lodestones. Well, you definitely miss out on one. The one beneath us right now you will be able to get. As you can see, this room has a door which leads back to the start of the whole puzzle. So, we want to flip this switch. Which shows us a gate opening. But that's actually the gate right back at the start. I told you it was confusing. So we want to go through the door. And back in the water again. I did warn you this puzzle was a pain in the balls. Anyway, back in we go, swim down. And through the gate again. Ooh, just right the camera. And if you go up, again out of the water. And quickly change over to Scree. Right, directly in front of the lodestone, we should be able to climb up this wall. Just get them into position. And once he's there, as you can see, there's another gate to open. So we'll just park him up, switch back to Jen, and out we go. Go through the joy of switching forms again every 10 seconds. And once again pull the switch. Just check and see if that switch actually opened up the door in front of Scree. Yep, it did. Good. My brain isn't completely addled just yet. So, forward and grab the lodestone. And once we have it, we can pretty much just climb out. Nothing really of importance in this room. So if we just make our way up these steps. Possess the statue. Off it goes. And we can pull the lever, which sets up the first part of this bridge type thing. That done, we can dispossess it. And make our way back to Jen. What are you doing? Waving? Right, yeah, I know it's a pain. Once again into Undine. And make your way into the water. And this time we want to swim down. If I can get the sudden camera right! And we should be able to swim back out into the first room again. To switch back to human. And you can be thankful that bloody puzzle's over. So just make your way back into the main chamber again. As you can see, the bridge starts here. And thankfully we can pull Scree through. Save the bother of moving him back through that stupid puzzle again. There we go. Lodestone in that rock if you need one. Bearing in mind we'll be activating another statue pretty soon, it's probably worth picking one up. And as you can tell by the bricks on the wall, this wall is climbable. So up we go. And make our way around onto the ledge. It is worth picking up the torch, you will need it here to open up the door. Grab a lodestone while we're here, and use a torch on the two sconces to open up the door. No blazing fire effects this time. Oh well. Suppose you can't have it every time. Right, here we go. There are a couple of energy stones off towards the end. Did you need them? I think I probably do. No?
No.
Didn't think I had that much energy. And as you can see off in the distance, there's also another tower card. So just make your way around the back. And yeah, I went totally the wrong way. There is a little side channel off. There it is. That's the one. Yeah, there is a little entrance off to the side which lets you get the card, which is the Ace of Wands and represents the Jinn aspect in game. And once you're done with that, make your way back around, and you'll want to go basically straight back to where I went in the first place. I should have just done this whenever I had the chance. But what you want to do is go back to the ledge that you climbed up onto and drop your rope, which will allow Jen to climb up. Might take a while for the rope to drop though. There we go. And proceed to climb up it, which will take a day and a half. Or something like that. So up we go. We'll just take Scree out of that pose, allow him to roam a little bit, and in we go. There will be some fights coming up, so I'm just going to switch over to Jen. Make sure I'm not caught unawares. And as you go back into this room, there we go, some fights. So nice. Just having fights that aren't going to last all week. It's one of the reasons I like Jen so much. They're not the fastest, they're not the most tanky, but by God they do a lot of friggin' damage. Glass cannon for the win. Are there more? I can hear some bear roars. No? Okay, we'll take some energy from him. Plenty of stuff he can top up on, so I'm not too worried about it. And another lodestone if you need it. And while he's doing that, we'll make our way down this spiral. Which pretty much takes us to a new feature in the game. Once we've opened these chests, of course. Energy and a lodestone.
Ah, let me get that.
I'll do for now. Right, this is it. And it's either really easy or really hard, depending on how lucky you are. This is basically...
Ow! Oh.
Yeah, I have no idea why it happens, but he gets covered in some kind of crap that hardens on him, so don't do it too much of Scree because you can't actually kill him. As you can see, it gradually fades off and turns back to the Scree we all know and love. I was checking if there's any other way, because at this point I couldn't think what to do. Answer, of course, is actually very easy. Basically what you want to do is switch over to Wraith form and use your fast forward ability to go through. Getting a bit of a wally, I didn't realise I was quite so low. Right. As per usual, your fast forward uses up a lot of energy, so go easy on it. Try and time it roughly so that, no, a bit too slow. That bit. Every so often, it's about 4 seconds, there'll be a break. Pain in the friggin' arse. You have to time it spot on, basically, which is mostly where the annoyance come from. Okay, and once you're through, if you use the lever on the right hand side, it'll turn off the oil flow, making the whole thing a hell of a lot easier. And as we go through, pick up the lodestone. It's worth switching to Scree at this point purely because there are a couple of lodestones in a statue. Makes life a little bit quicker than switching between the two. And once you've got both the lodestones, just make your way up the steps to the left. And that'll take us to the second of these two statues and complete the bridge. Just a case of pulling the lever. The second wing will swing round and drop into place. There we go. And yeah, I just pressed the button a second time like a retard. So once you've managed to get the bridge properly set, you'll be able to make your way over from the main chamber into the next part of the game. So this is a pretty good point to cut off, which is what I'm going to do. I've been Keric the Pally, this has been Primal. You have a good evening now.